I'm going to say something shocking. Shocking. I'm excited. I know, I'm usually a moany little bitch. My whole world has just narrowed into like this thin landing strip of light that's rested gently over this fight card. I don't even know what number it is anymore. 318, 319, 319. The tension is like a taut wire between two coiled springs. I know electrics. I played an electrician once on a billboard. She's a model. You can still see it if you care to travel to Salford. The air, thicker than DDP's torso. We are positively dripping with the promise of chaos. When Khamzat locks his eyes like a predator on his South African prey across the octagon, you can bet I honestly have no idea which way this is gonna go. Can't put makeup on, I've got boxing, so you're just gonna have to find my eyes for yourself. Without the black goop, pointing the patriarchy in the right place. That one was for the girls. What I thought would be fun, ladies. Let's like break it down in time-stamped increments, picking out the winner and loser if it were to end in each round. Does that make sense? No, because I phrased it weirdly, but you'll see. Starting, we're doing it chronologically, so round 0, Khamzat's health doesn't make it through training camp, and we all fucking lose. If this was ever a time, round 1, Khamzat comes out like a fucking storm from the gods. Do you like that one? You got a shout out. If you could make this fight happen, we'd all be super thrilled. Exploding faster than a virgin on prom night. Faster than a match on dry Tinder. Raging like a fucking volcano busting through its crust. Word busting doesn't get used nearly enough. He slides into a takedown slicker than Connor in that gal's inbox. Ragdolls DDP and has his best chance at getting his hand raised, let's face it, with an early sub. Like, it's not a matter of if Khamzat can get him down, even DDP has said as much. It's whether he can do anything with it, or whether Dricus will just tough it out. Rounds 2 to 4 are essentially just a countdown of when Khamzat's tank, and subsequently his chances of winning, run out. He can't hold Dricus down for 25 minutes, he will die. Now I know he is prepared to die. If he dies, he loses. I don't know if it says that specifically in the rules, but we all know that to be true, right? Weak bitch. And in these rounds, obviously Dricus is putting on his relentless pace, and Khamzat, not proven to be great against pressure fighters, and that's even over 3 rounds. Like, the winner-loser seesaw really fucking tips during these vital rounds. Dricus. Round 5, if it gets this far, I can only assume that Khamzat is no longer Borz so much as he is a pelt draped over Dricus's shoulders while they also wrap the belt back around his waist. Like, he's gonna still be taunting the wolf's spirit. I don't really know where I'm going with this. With his weird variety of strikes. Adding in an old takedown attempt just to keep it fresh. And either TKOing Khamzat so brutally that his ancestors feel it, or just getting the decision win. On paper, this should be Dricus's fight. But what does that matter? Because neither of them can read. They're both having the prime of their lives. They're both relentless in their preparations. And we get to watch 2 fucking titans just go to war. There's also a co-main. Manchester is welcoming Pico to the UFC. Now look, Pico is a blast at all times. And Murphy is perennially overlooked. But Everyone's just butthurt that we didn't get the Gaethje versus Pimlet fight. Y'all are just ignoring the fact that them making this fight suggests we're getting Volk versus Evloev. And MV Page is moving on up. Moving on up. Nothing Heather Small about his opponent, Jared Cannonier. Speed versus power in its rawest form. Cannonier might want to lean a bit on his wrestling, otherwise MVP with his calculated overheads and not like bills. Overhands is what I meant. Thrown from a fucking mile away and flying knees that may as well have the Emirates logo on them. It will probably take him to a decision win. There are a bunch of good fights on this card, but I'm going to stop there. You can keep the conversation going in the comments because I've been doing all the fucking work, and let me know which fight you're most excited for, which way you see that pendulum swinging. That was a seesaw, but I've already used that analogy. Is it a callback or was it just repetitive? You tell me. Don't tell me that. I don't need your feedback. Love me.